Sick. Hi, Micah.
Hi, Nate.
You come here often?
No, this is my first time.
Hey, guys. This is our first episode of Face the Lion podcast.
Oh, yeah. It's wild.
It's a weird thing.
Finally here.
Because I feel that we've been doing like band vlogs for a while.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ridiculous stuff that we've posted. But this is the first time people are actually going to find out that we actually don't know much.
Yeah. That's the main thing you're going to find out is we know nothing and we're stupid.
So if you're coming into this like expecting a lot of substance, like definitely just go listen to our music. I feel that our music is going to be way more hefty in content than anything like this.
Yeah.
This is going to be silly mostly. A big part of why we wanted to start this is because we've been talking about this for a while. We've been talking about us sitting down and actually putting to conversation the concepts of the music that we write about, especially with a new album coming out.
Sure, yeah.
Which, by the way, we have a new album coming out. And we're pretty excited about it. We're almost done with it.
Yeah. It's been a long journey.
I know.
Been, what, a year and a half of studio work?
Yeah. Studio work is not as sexy as it sounds, by the way. Studio work is like us texting, hey, can you do Tuesday?
I don't know. I feel pretty sexy in the studio.
You're in a loving relationship.
Oh, that's why.
You always feel good about yourself.
I'm married.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to talk about a little bit about like just because it's the first episode and give people a little bit of context, who we are and why we're doing the podcast specifically. So
yeah.
Mike and I have been making music together for a hot minute.
It's been a long time, since 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
And we met it was an audition, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I was auditioning, playing bass for what was St. Augustine at the time.
True. I forgot that name.
We've been through a few names.
That's true.
And then I got in there and realized I honestly showed up not really wanting to be in a band anymore. I had been in a band before. We got signed to a label and things got kind of rocky and it all fell apart. And I just was like, I'm never doing music again. And so then a friend asked me if I wanted to come audition and play bass. I was like, yeah, sure. Whatever.
Why did you say yes? I'm curious about that. I've never actually asked you that. Why did you say yes?
I was playing bass with my cousin and a friend of mine, and we weren't able to get together as often as I wanted us to. I was like getting that craving again to like play with a group of guys, and so that's why I said yes.
You actually missed playing music.
Yeah, I really actually started to miss it when I had written it off for 2 years.
Yeah.
And anyway, showed up and I was like, this is the reason that I want to continue to play music was after I met you.
Yeah, I remember that because you came in and the band was not very good at that time. That was my first band ever that was like real.
It was a real garage band.
It was genuinely garage band.
We were literally in a garage and we sounded like a garage band.
Yeah, we sounded exactly how you think a garage band that rehearses once a week sounds
not in a good way.
Not in a good way. But I think when you auditioned, I was like, okay, so all these other guys, they're great and I loved them. But I was like, if this doesn't work, I want to keep making music with this guy. So I do remember that off the first audition. And we hadn't even talked. We didn't even talk until after.
Yeah. So I was kind of gay, but
yeah, it was immediate romance.
It was 100%.
All the memes about falling in love with the bass player.
Immediate bromance.
Immediate. Yeah. And now it's been.
Yeah. No, but for real, I heard you sing and heard your heart about your vision for what you're doing, and I was just like, this guy gets me, and we're gonna do this together forever. So
I definitely felt the same. So it is interesting that like to do any kind of art with someone, there has to be like some sort of chemistry that's deeper than just like, hey, let's just do music together.
For sure.
So, but anyways, that's how we met for people that don't know. And
it's kind of the shortened version too.
It is a shortened version. We've been through a lot. I would say one thing I wanted to ask you, and I think it's an interesting one because we've played a lot of shows together. To this point, I know every one of Mike. Like if I see Micah moving a certain way on stage, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you,
same.
in your opinion, what has been our worst show ever? Worst experience ever? One that like you might like.
gosh.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
Dude.
You think of South by? For some reason, I think of South by.
Well, okay. That was a mixed bag because
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
kind of a we had to park so far away, we had to carry so much gear, and then like we have this tiny gap of playing this tiny set, and the venue is small, but it actually ended up being amazing because we drew in like a
See, this is
bunch
what's
of
annoying
people.
about Micah. He'll like turn a negative into a positive. I'm asking him for
But
like
the place
a
was
negative,
packed.
and so like, yeah, see what I mean? I asked for the worst show, and he's like,
But
it was great.
But then we didn't gain any fans from that because
It's still.
they all
would
were
you
just
say
drunk
that's the
and
worst?
going, oh, bad.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't the worst show. I had fun
Yeah.
doing that.
What do you think the worst show was?
Oh,
Dude, was it the food poisoning one?
oh, dude, I completely forgot about that.
Micah had
I was about
seizures.
to say Kick Butt Coffee.
Oh gosh. I forgot about
When
that
we were
one.
falling apart and I had to pull us back together when it was my
Yeah.
first show with the band. But no, now that you
Yeah.
mention it, Houston show,
Yep.
we played this venue that was literally.
We won't
it
say
was
the
like-
name because it's still
I don't even
around.
remember
I
the
just
name.
checked, by the way. It's still around.
That's crazy.
We can't say.
It should have been
because-
shut down. It's
I know. It was such a terrible experience.
so it was a warehouse and it had all these
You can't-
disgusting dolls everywhere.
It was a
I didn't even
wall.
see
It was a
any-
wall of teddy bears, by the way.
Did you ever see anybody that like worked there?
Okay,
I
so
think we
this is
set up
just-
everything ourselves and just
Yeah. Well, for context, they promoted the show for like 3 weeks. 'Cause we were playing with this other band that used to be together. They were called Shadow of Whales.
Yeah.
We were opening for
amazing.
them. They're a great
Missed
band.
them.
They used to be a great band.
Yeah.
And their music is still up. You can find them. Shadow of Whales. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Good friends. But they promoted the show for 3 weeks. And on the invites and everything that we saw like about 200 people, which for a local show and like a 5-band lineup, that's not bad. Like 200 people RSVP'd. And then we showed up.
Yeah, I remember some friends of mine came and I think that's the last time that they've seen me play. They're like, yeah, we're done going to your shows.
Why do you think it was bad? Like for you, why was it bad? Like, why do you think it was bad? What went wrong?
I was throwing up and had dry heaves the next day.
He was so sick. I had to take over and drive.
It was so bad. I was vomiting on the edge of the road and it got to the point where I had nothing left and I like actually had a seizure because I was dehydrated and just dry heaving. It was awful.
Yeah.
And
What did
like,
you eat?
I don't
Tell the audience what you ate. Do
What
you
did I
remember?
eat?
Because I remember
I don't
exactly
remember what I
what you
had.
ate.
Was it
So-
Whataburger?
Yep, it was Whataburger. Sorry, Whataburger. If you want to make things right, reach out to us.
I really think it was the venue. I think it was the venue.
Yeah. I didn't get
That
sick.
place
though.
was so disgusting.
Yeah, it was bad.
But I don't know.
So that's the worst show. What is the best show? Like, what is a good fond memory?
Dang.
We have none. It's all trauma. This is a toxic trauma bond.
No,
like based relationship.
We had a headlining Come and Take It album release show.
Oh yeah, our
That
first
was
EP
so
release.
fun.
Our first
And
EP release.
Yeah, we packed out the bottom floor, not big enough to pack the whole thing out, but
Yeah.
it was fun. That was a blast. And
That was.
and the performance was great. It just felt right.
I remember I had white dyed hair. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
I dyed my hair white because I watched Fight Club once.
And he was like, I want to be Angel Face.
Yeah, and I did white hair with the red jacket.
That's what happens when you have an obsession with Jared Leto.
That's true.
You just
I know.
make bad
It's
decisions.
unfortunate. Jared Leto. Okay, so in my defense, I don't have a defense really. Jared Leto was great.
You should.
and-
I mean, Jared Leto is great, but
yeah,
you
but
shouldn't.
that's controversy. There's controversy in it because like any movie he's been in since like
Has
what
bombed.
Dallas Buyers Club was the last time he did anything that's noteworthy from
Yeah.
an acting perspective. I
But
think.
here's the thing, like
Like, is it his fault though? That's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of
if
what
you
he's
look
done.
if you look at what he did as the Joker,
Yeah.
His acting in its own,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
In the context of that movie, terrible.
Yeah.
And it's because of the writing and everything around him. It's not his fault.
Yeah. He also he's a cult. They're a cult, and he believes that he is God.
I know,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen him? He doesn't age.
And why don't they say what
Wow.
happens at those camps?
Yeah, so for those of
That's
you who
weird,
don't
bro.
know, and I almost paid to go to one. They go to
jeez.
they go to Little
Glad you
Island,
didn't.
a Little Island, which by the way, islands don't have really great reputations lately. So they go to an island and they do like a camp, and
much
then they
baby
don't
oil?
talk about it. They don't post content about it. They don't do anything. Like they just have an island where they go in the songwrite, and Jared Leto and Shannon Leto show up, and that's it.
Have you heard of any songs that came out of that?
None.
Or
And they've been doing it
artists?
for years, dude. So like,
Ugh.
yeah. So I don't know.
Probably fan service and a little other
Yeah.
service.
I really I want to get to the point. I don't want to get to the point, but I think there's a point where people get famous where they gain the superpower where they stop realizing how old people are.
Oh, wait, what? What did you just say? Explain yourself. That
They
doesn't make sense.
become they become so famous that aged they can't tell anymore. I think that that's a genuine medical condition that happens.
So you're saying,
Yeah, that you become so famous and then just people are just blobs and they just don't. I think it's like an actual thing that happens to them.
well, I mean, if you really want to dig into it,
It makes sense.
it's probably actually
They
just
dug into it.
overexposure to all of those things, and you get numb to
Yeah,
it's.
it's an interesting.
So then you just dig deeper and deeper until it's the only thing that can, because it feels new and exciting. And
Yeah. See, this is another thing I hate about Micah. He makes everything meaningful. So I'll say something silly and he makes it meaningful. And it's one of those things that I say I hate it, but I actually don't. One of the easiest people to work with for me is Micah because we're so different.
well,
And that's another thing people should know. Through all this entire process of making music, it's really there's a lot of give and take, but
well, I think that's what makes. I mean,
Yeah.
not to get weird, but
do it.
that's what makes this work. Is
Yeah.
you're kind of insane, and I'm very grounded.
I'm very not insane. I just want to
He's very insane.
I'm
dude.
I'm a
Wait till you get to
normal
know.
guy, just a regular guy, just a good old fella from the suburbs. Is
It's
what
like
I am.
it's like when the government tells you they're taking you to a secure location.
That's true.
It's Nate saying, I am normal."
I think okay. So for me, the worst show. I'll answer the question too. For me, the worst show that we ever did was this show in San Marcos, where we went to the basement. And we played on a tiny little stage that was like a 5-foot stage. Tortuga Shades was there. This band we used to love to play with. Great band.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah, of course. I remember the band. I don't remember playing that show.
Yeah.
I probably intentionally erased it from my memory.
It was probably the worst because the way they set up the stage, it was like a 5-foot stage, and then people were sitting in front of you. There's nothing worse at a rock show if people are sitting. They're just sitting, staring at you. And I remember that being horrible. Yeah.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
probably one of the most awkward shows that I remember us playing
Yeah.
was for a certain conference.
Oof. We can't say what conference this is.
Well, that was tough on me, having to deal with that. But the first one that we actually played was like dining situation, like everyone's dressed to the nines, and we show up playing rock music on what is not a stage, and everyone's just sitting there. And although they said, everyone came by, oh, that was great, but it was so awkward. It was like they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Staring, waiting for you to do something, and you're doing so much, and then at the end of every song, you hear just like a few of these.
It's kind of like when
I
I
wanted
hear.
to just.
I have a lot of
get out
friends
there.
that do comedy. They're comedians, and they talk about corporate gigs and how like a company, like let's say Dell, will like hire a comedian to go and make funny jokes in like their corporate headquarters. And it's always every story I hear from my friends when they go do that, it's super awkward. It's people don't laugh. And so that's kind of like what happened, I feel, to us.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the setting for it.
Yeah, for sure. Entrepreneurs and business owners.
They're not the most fun people. I'm sorry, they're just not. Like they're focused
Very
on,
serious, and that's why they're rich.
That's true. They are rich, but are they wealthy? See, I did a Micah there.
Oh my
You
goodness.
just that right there
That is a great question.
I know. Are they rich? Really? Because wealth and being rich are different things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Anyways, I wanted to ask you because we actually haven't talked about this. Every year, Mike and I talk about our favorite, like the Spotify Rap conversation, which is a whole other thing. But
Yeah.
I wanted to know what your favorite album was this year, if you could name one. This is a hard thing, I think, for musicians that are nerdy and utterly boring for people that are not into this. But we're gonna do it anyways.
It'll have to be Keep Me Fed by The Warning.
Someone said Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Keep Me
Not
Fed
Bad Bunny. Definitely
Okay.
not Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Yeah, Keep Me Fed by The Warning. Absolutely stellar breakout album. You can watch it top to bottom
Yeah.
and not a single bad song.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've listened to an album that did that.
Yeah.
And very pleasantly surprised when I first discovered them.
Yeah.
I didn't expect much. And
Why
Yeah,
didn't you
it was
expect
incredible.
much? I'm actually curious why you didn't. Like, because they're like, is it because they're just like three hot girls singing? Like, genuinely, that's just,
no. Well, I listened to like the beginning of one of the songs, and
Yeah.
I already started just crapping all over it. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, not into this because of her placement of her voice,
yeah,
and it was just in that part,
sure.
and then the music like took over, and it just
Yeah.
became like this monster of a song, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I prejudged. This is great.
Yeah. To me, it's the same album. And like, the funny thing is we never match in music, I'd say. Every year we usually.
So you think your favorite
Yeah.
album of the year is Keep Me Fed?
Yeah,
That's-
Keep Me
that's
Fed.
wild.
But because we usually don't. We usually
Well,
have
that's
different.
boring. I mean, you got to have another one. You
I
already
know.
took it.
I can't help it. I just, I think a big part of it was like we went to see them live,
Yeah, I mean that was incredible.
and it's rare to me, like, and I think other musicians could probably relate to this. Going to a live show as someone who does a lot of live shows or is performing in any way, you just don't go that much,
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't know why that is. You just
Well, I know that I don't go often. I only go when I know I absolutely love the band,
yeah
and I'm just going to really enjoy the music as a listener. But most of the time I go to shows, I just want to be on stage that entire time. I
Yeah.
want to go up there and do what they're doing. I'm like, give me a bass. I just want to like.
yeah.
It feels awkward and weird
Sure.
for me being in the crowd. I'm like,
I don't belong here.
yeah, I don't belong here.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
think for me it's I'm so disagreeable with music. If someone shows me a song or something, I don't want to like it immediately.
Mhm.
And so
You are disagreeable. You're disagreeable. Disagreeable about everything.
yes, it's something that the Lord is working on.
Yeah.
I need help with that part. Because if you tell me sky's blue, I'm like, no. Why? What do you define
mean-
as blue?
If you really analyze it, it's not actually blue. It's just what you're seeing.
Yeah, there we go, Micah. All right. All right.
It's reflections.
What did you think of the Grammys this year?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? Well, I don't think anyone watches it. But no, that's not fair to say. A lot of people do watch it, and it is it's a thing.
I've seen
apparently.
some hot takes, heard some murmurs about like the stuff about Bad Bunny.
Yeah. What did you hear about Bad Bunny?
That he doesn't deserve that award he won.
Yeah. He won Best Album,
Which is wild.
of the year. Could you name any of his songs? I'm curious. As a straight white guy from the suburbs.
They're in Spanish. I can't remember a single one.
Yeah.
I don't think I even listened to anything from his new album.
From the poor countries.
I have no idea. I haven't. I'm completely clueless on Bad Bunny.
Really?
Yeah, no idea.
Okay. Well, apparently he's the greatest. He's the most popular artist right now in the
Yeah,
world.
I mean, he's playing the Super Bowl, which is wild.
Yeah, which is another whole thing.
I feel like this might be a hot take. I feel like Super Bowl should only be performed by American artists.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. So, because for people that don't know, I was born in El San Juan de Dios in Costa Rica. I'm not from here. Micah is like if George Washington created a person. This is him.
You
like,
just made me sound the most racist.
George Washington wasn't. Well, he was probably.
He had slaves.
He's
so
white.
Thanks for
he's
that.
white with the H. White. Definitely. He's a Caucasian. So like.
My hot take, I don't really believe in. I just thought it was interesting.
I do. I kind of think you kind of have a point there as someone who's like not from here. I mean, the Super Bowl is one of the most American things, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the Super Bowl, gun violence,
like
and obesity. It's like the three.
I understood Snoop Dogg playing.
Of course, yeah. I mean, he's an icon though. Like he's kind of hard to deny, in my opinion. As far as like American like hip hop and that scene, I'm not a huge hip hop. Like I don't know the history of all hip hop.
Yeah.
But like Snoop Dogg is like pretty iconic.
I mean, overall, I've been pretty disappointed with most of the Super Bowl performances in the last 10 to 20 years.
What's your favorite?
No.
I know what he's going to say.
I don't think I have
Can
one.
you take me?
They didn't play the Super Bowl.
They didn't play the Super Bowl?
No. It was a I remember this. A playoff game.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was a Cowboys game. Wait, I don't think it was even a playoff game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'll have to check it, but I'm pretty sure it was just a regular season game.
I just kind of want to say it as a disclosure. Like, we're aware that, like, these bands and artists we're talking about are, like, so successful and have huge fan bases, and we're not. So, like...
we're over here judging.
I just want everyone to... Like, there's an awareness here. We're being subjective about what we like. And I think art...
Disclaimer.
Like, the point I want to make is, like, art is subjective, which is why, to me, the Grammys have never made sense at all. Because how do you give value to art that is subjective? It's really hard to objectively say if something is good or not. Now, there's caveats, right?
Yeah, I mean...
But it's hard to say, like, hey, this is the best movie of all time. That's hard to say. For me, I love, like, film. This is how you know someone likes movies. They're like, I like film. It's super annoying. But, like, I love movies.
I'm a cinephile.
Yeah, I hate that one. Oh, my gosh, dude. Dude, the other day, I was at this mixer, right?
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Whoa.
like a singles mixer. Yeah. It was interesting.
Whoa, bro.
I know
I'd
a few
admit
friends
that.
wanted to go. And you know what? I wanted to go too. It was cool. It was fun. Anyways, we showed up and I ended up having more fun with my buddies than anything. But
that's typical.
There was this guy and he was talking to this girl and she was like the classic just Valley girl. You know the Valley girl accent? Like with the vocal fry. Yeah. She's like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
She talks in like cursive and like, oh yeah. And she was like,
it's usually higher pitched than that. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So she was talking and she was like, what do you like to do or whatever. It's super awkward. People have name tags and on the name tags, they put a little heart if they want to meet someone or in a little something else if they just want to be friends. It's awkward. So bless her heart. But anyway, she was like trying. She was being nice. She was like, hey, what do you like to do?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And he was like, well, I would consider myself a cinephile.
That's so cringy.
I think everything dried up in that room. And that's like the moment he said that, everyone were like,
okay,
it was
we're
a
leaving.
Sahara Desert immediately, dude.
Oh my gosh.
But like the way he said it. And so, I actually, the reason why I think I can say this is like, I have friends that do this for a living, like the movie, the great directors. Like I have a few friends that do it really well. They work really hard to be able to do that. So just because you have opinions about a movie doesn't make you a cinephile. And that's all I'm saying. Like, just because I can go on Yelp and say that, like,
everybody has their
Papa
opinion about a
John's
movie.
got 3 stars on their garlic bread doesn't make me like a
pizza expert.
Exactly. I'm not that. So,
well, when
Yeah.
it comes to I got these falling out of my pocket. When it comes to the Oscars and Grammys,
Yeah.
to me it just feels like one big circle jerk. Like it's just like
Yeah.
people just
so
like
true.
self-gratifying each other just to like it, and it's always you're dealing with absolute huge millionaires that have
That's a good point,
like,
actually.
and
The millionaire
it's
part.
it's honestly to me very cringe. That's why I don't even watch. Like I
Yeah.
have no idea what happened at the Grammys,
Well,
and
I wanted to
I'm
read
proud
you-
of that.
So here's the thing. Micah is interesting because Micah he knows so much about music, so much experience touring in the industry as a label artist and as a studio musician. He has so much experience, and he would never tell you himself because he's humble. He's humble, but he's really has so much experience.
Or I just think really poorly of myself.
But when it comes to like current music, there's a lot of times that I'll ask Micah something and he won't know who the most current artist is.
Well, it's because I'm 38 years old.
He also has a child and a loving relationship. So like he's actually happy. But for anyone who's not happy, who's paying attention to stuff.
Well, I do intentionally
Yeah.
try to seek out new music because I don't want to be that person.
Sure.
That, all of my favorite bands were in the 90s and the 2000s. Yeah. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I hope I never become that guy.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, as you get older with time, it just makes it where you don't quite have the time that you used to
Yeah.
just listen to music. That
Yeah.
was like my life back in the day. I was playing and I was listening and that was it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I dropped the ball a lot on a lot of the new music that
The artist.
able to hear.
So let me tell you kind of like who was at the top, and I just want to. I genuinely want to know if you've heard if you've heard of the albums or songs that kind of won. So the album of the year was, but it was Bad Bunny.
Right.
Could you name any of his songs?
Yeah, you already asked me. No.
No. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
No.
All right. That's an interesting thing.
I mean, I can possibly muster up a couple of names, but not from that album.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Didn't even know he released an album this year.
So the song of the year was Abracadabra by Lady Gaga.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was still making music.
Why wouldn't she be making music? She's actually, to me, one of the most.
I thought she fell off.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a gap where we weren't
No.
hearing anything from her.
She stepped into Hollywood and
Right.
started acting a
Yeah,
little
she was
bit, sure.
acting. So I didn't know that she even released
Yeah,
an album.
so one of the out of everyone, I believe. So she's actually like a classically trained pianist, I believe, and like she actually has like a musician background.
Well, yeah, for sure.
So like out of the artists that I saw on there, I was like,
She's very
okay,
talented.
compared.
She's insane.
Yeah, and like again, I don't want this to come across like we actually know, and they're telling.
Yeah, but
you
I mean,
know?
there's facts. This is objective. She is talented. I will go out on a ledge and say that I think Bad Bunny is not.
Okay.
He can't. Here's where I can respect anything that he has done. He understands culture. He understands what's catchy, and it's really honestly very impressive that he's been able to go so global with writing music that's
With
in
the same
Spanish. Well, the same song over and over, yeah. But it's pretty much all in Spanish.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Do you
Spanish,
remember?
Spanish
Has any
is
other
becoming,
artist done that? Honestly, let's
not
you know,
to his level. I mean,
let's be honest.
I mean, there was back in the day. You got Enrique Iglesias, but his was more of a mixed bag. It was like half and half English and half Spanish, and then you had Ricky Martin.
Yeah, Shakira.
But then again, the same thing. It's like they're about 50-50. Actually, like I think a lot of Ricky Martin stuff was in mostly English.
How long do you think it'll take for Bad Bunny to like become a pedophile?
Oh, he already is.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, I saw the whole thing. There's like this whole thing that apparently he's also on the list.
I'd believe it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But I mean,
He comes from a different island.
thankfully, not many people are listening to this.
That's so true. That's so true.
The guys from Face the Lion have said that Bad Bunny is a pedophile.
I know. My friends would hate me because, well, I think that like I like when you become like, you start playing music with friends and stuff and everyone's like a musician, you go into this weird warp zone, like alternate universe where like the people that you hang out with only listen to certain things and you seek out like particular artists and everyone kind of steps away from the mainstream in a sense. And like, cause you're hanging out with just musicians that focus on certain things. And so you do step away a little bit and you alienate yourself. I was just talking to our social media manager, Juan, which he's right here. Step into.
He's in the room. Come say hi.
Come say hi. We want you guys to see his beautiful face. This is his beautiful
He took the long
face.
way around.
He took the long way around.
He didn't want to step in front of the main camera.
This is Juan. Welcome.
Wave.
Hi.
All right, get out of here.
Get out of here. Or I'm going to call ICE on you. Juan and I, we grew up together. And we were actually in my first band. We were in our first band together. And it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
You got to him before me. I'm jealous. Oh yeah.
He said it was pretty bad.
We were too, and I can't say that we are any good now. So
here's my thing: doesn't matter how bad you are, girls still like someone that has a guitar, and that's why he's married now.
Yeah, same, bro. Same.
So yeah, it's we go way back, and I was talking to him about the Harry Styles new album. Or that's coming out. He's only has one song that's kind of come out. And the song that came out, and again, I understand he's a huge megastar, super talented, great performer, blah, blah, blah. The new song that came out was like utterly disappointing.
Oh, really?
It was terrible. Completely just, I wouldn't even have it. Like there was nothing in it to me that was redeeming. And I feel that like to a lot of people, Harry Styles is like Taylor Swift, so you can't say that. But I also want to say that like I think Harry Styles is an amazing artist.
Yeah, I was gonna say what was that? What was that album that he released that I was like, oh, wait, this is actually
well he had
so good.
Yeah, he had
was that?
It was the Japanese. It was an album that he did. It was really good. I forgot.
We'll put it in the.
We'll put it in. That one, Music for a Sushi Restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that album came out. Objectively speaking, I think it's the best thing he's ever done.
I agree.
Objectively speaking,
I actually could enjoy it. Everything else, I can't.
Yeah, but
he has a great voice.
Here's my thing.
Great
do
writer.
you care? And I'll ask you this: do you care? Do you ever go into a song and you look at who wrote it? Do you care about
only
that?
when I suspect that someone else wrote it?
But you don't care. So like, if
because most of the bands that I listen to, I am pretty confident that they at least were in the room when it was being written.
Okay, so you don't care. It's not like a
yeah. I mean, I've kind of also been this way with movies.
Yeah.
And I feel like we keep making this comparison between music and movies, but I mean, we're both cinephiles, so we have to take it there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I only recently have gotten into paying attention to the directors.
Yeah.
Because my friends pay attention to it.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I loved that movie. And then I move on.
Yeah.
And like, it's a movie that I can go back to. Oh, I want to watch that again.
Sure.
But I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess it helps to like gauge future movies. Like if that director, oh my gosh, that director's doing that thing again.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've been so disappointed a lot of times by a director's next project. I'm like, then why am I paying attention?
Sure. Do you have a producer that you follow? I actually have never asked you.
Producer?
That. Yeah, like music producer.
Oof.
I've never asked you. That.
I mean, kind of Ryan Tedder.
Yeah.
I'm pretty blown away by what he's been able to do in the music industry. He might be the best producer of our time.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he's made a lot of stuff that I don't like, but you can't say that it's bad.
Okay.
And he's made such a plethora of music from indie sounding stuff to like the poppiest to even venturing into R&B, like what he's been able to accomplish and how much he's how many awards he's gotten is wild.
Did you ever? I wanted to ask you this because we've talked about this for a while. So back in the day, Micah was in a band, and they toured. They were on a label and all this.
Days Difference.
Days Difference was the band, and
Dave's Deliverance.
I actually discovered them because at the time I was a child in Costa Rica, and I was listening to this band called Big Time Rush. Yeah. and the Jonas Brothers and all that. Like I was going through like they're boy bands.
How old were you?
I was in like 9th grade, I think.
Gay.
I was like in 9th grade.
Gay.
And I was like, and now I'm speechless. I was like super into all the Jonas Brothers stuff. And yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
So what does it say about my music?
Okay, here's the thing.
It's like,
I
like Big Time Rush, so I started listening to Days Difference.
I discovered Days Difference because they came up on like the repertoire on YouTube or something. And I never knew that I'd end up like playing with Micah.
That's so crazy that you knew about my music before we met.
I was like, this is great,
Because we weren't even like big. We were, I would have called us just regionally famous.
Yeah.
We had like maybe 50,000 fans that we could count on in the States.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. That
was amazing.
Went everywhere. I don't know if the camera caught that. That was. We're gonna have to clean that up later.
Tastes
like. Is it just water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it was. We weren't quite to that point.
Yeah.
So it's shocking that
they came up.
We are even on your radar.
They came up with like the Fray and others in another like Lifehouse, and it was just like part of that playlist for me. But I wanted to. Did you know at the time? Because at the time when you guys were doing your thing, you were in L.A. at the time, right? Is that where y'all were recording?
Or, we recorded all. I mean, we recorded a lot in L.A.
Okay. Did you? I never asked. Like, at the time? Did you have any like awareness of Ryan Tedder and what he was doing at the time? Because he was based in LA at the time,
for sure,
and he was doing tons of stuff there. Did you ever come across him? Because I know you.
No way.
Yeah.
I had a lot of respect for One Republic. It was back when there was like, it was like, what's that? The vampire movie? Team Jacob and Team.
Oh, it
was like
Twilight.
Yeah,
Twilight is the best. If you like Twilight, do not feel bad. Team Edward. I used to be Team Jacob, but it's a whole philosophy. You gotta.
Anyway, it was like Team The Fray and Team One Republic, and
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I think One Republic proved how much better they are by.
I agree.
Staying around.
Yeah.
And now that what Ryan Tedder's accomplished is insane.
Yeah, I mean, he has his whole music school in LA and everything.
I mean, to me, it's not the awards; it's how like all of the numerous albums that he's released that's hit.
Yeah,
multi-million, like it's insane.
He has the receipts to say that he's like made an actual impact on history when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Because even today he's writing tons of stuff for the Grammys. Like we saw when I was looking up, because I didn't watch it, but like Sabrina Carpenter, it's pretty well known that like a lot of the stuff that she did, he wrote. Like he helped her so much.
Which I'm not a fan.
Which you like Sabrina Carpenter?
No, dude.
Really?
Perfect example is like I can't stand any of her music.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still respect what he's done.
Yeah, I mean,
it's impressive. Same kind of thing with Taylor Swift.
Okay.
She's written.
Let's talk about T Swift. I'm very passionate about this one. All right, T Swift, because her manager's in Austin. At least I was told he lives here in Austin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Literally the same thing. What she's accomplished, and
is Taylor Swift is Bad Bunny the Taylor Swift for trashy girls?
I don't know. Trashy girls are into Bad Bunny, so I don't know if I'd say that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I feel that those fan bases are similar somehow.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think they're.
I think that if you like Bad Bunny, you shouldn't vote.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's dig into it.
What I'm saying is that
take.
like you shouldn't vote because you're probably not a citizen.
Oh my gosh. No, there's a lot of
Non-citizens that vote.
non-citizens. No, there's a lot of Americans that are obsessed with Bad Bunny.
Really?
So, yeah. Oh, I mean, he wouldn't be where he is if
That's true.
it wasn't.
Yeah, because white people buy tickets. I'll tell you this about my Latinos.
White people buy tickets.
I will tell you this about Latinos. Latinos do not buy tickets, bro. It is very hard for a Latino to buy a ticket because they'll be like, just put it on YouTube, dude. Like, they don't want to buy a ticket, dude. It's like, it's just not a thing. Like, the culture of buying tickets back home is not as big. Also, no one goes to Costa Rica.
I think you might have actually like completely described how I feel about going to shows. A lot of times is I hate feeling like a tourist.
Yeah.
And at shows,
Like a
that's
fangirl?
I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
I don't like going to like if I were to go to London and be walking around, looking like an American.
Yeah.
I want to. I mean, obviously, as you get, maybe Paris or like Madrid or something like that is a better example.
Yeah.
I want to go and experience the culture and kind of like disappear into it.
Yeah.
Instead of
being
like an annoying tourist. It's just like,
well,
I'm not in an amusement park.
Yeah.
Like,
I get that. Yeah. So you think the moon landing is fake?
Wow, that's just out of left field. I'm 50-50 right
You're
now.
50-50. See, I knew he would be. So like Micah and
I haven't seen anything concrete either way.
I give Micah is like genuinely one of the most patriotic people I know. Genuinely, very patriotic.
America.
He's patriotic to like freedom though. I wouldn't say he's patriotic to like a political party.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I mean,
we all have to vote for a political party, but he's like genuinely like,
we don't have to.
well, that's how
what's
I
so
know.
beautiful
That's how
about
I know
it.
you're
That's
a real
what's beautiful
American.
about America.
That's how I know you're a real American. You're like genuinely like, you like freedom.
Yeah.
And I like that too. Like my dad was in Vietnam. Like I'm half. Like my dad is a Spaniard American that married a Costa Rican. You didn't know that? My dad was in Vietnam.
He survived?
Well, yeah.
That's wild.
All his friends died though.
How many people
If you
did
ask him, he does this.
How many people did he kill?
Yeah, I don't ask him that.
Yeah.
Also, like, there's a reason, like, I always felt safe as a kid. My dad, he's a great man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Why do you think that people still think the moon landing is real?
Oh.
See, that's called leading on.
Yeah, exactly what
Leading
I just
the
said.
witness.
I feel like there's not enough counter evidence. There's nothing absolutely concrete and substantial.
All right. Have you seen the videos
of
the moon landing?
Yeah.
As if, like,
I haven't been to space. I don't know how things are out there.
Dude, they're like hopping up and down. You know what I'm saying? If currently Elon Musk is having
there's
trouble,
less gravity
like
on the
Elon
moon.
Musk is genuinely right now trying to do the thing, and he's having issues with it. And we have way better technology now. You're saying that at that time we had better technology than now. That is my only question.
No, but
Applause.
Our
editor is going to add applause.
I do also say that if we landed on the moon,
we didn't.
If we landed on the moon, then why would we want to go back? Like, to me, that's the thing. Is like,
actually, that's a good question. I didn't think of that. All right, I want this to be on the record that he said this. Juan said we have better engineers now. No, we had better engineers.
Oh,
and now we just have, in his words, Indians. I don't know if he's saying like ooh Indians or dot Indians. So like whichever one he's talking about, he's going to actually be editing this, so he'll make me look super cool right here. Indians, anyways. So, but like, have you seen the interviews of like Buzz and all those people like after like when they're like,
Yeah. Well, okay. So I've seen it from both perspectives. I've seen plenty of footage of them like talking about being on the moon,
Yeah.
describing certain things and things that to me, I'm like, you wouldn't know that unless you actually went. And
Okay.
then there's also like people asking them like deliberately,
yeah,
and they are getting mad because they've been pressed so much about it.
yeah,
They're just trying to get the person out of their face, and they're like,
Okay.
what do you think? And then it's like moving on. And then I've seen like, and I forget who it was, but one of them was asked about it, and honestly, it looked like he was not all there.
yeah. So that's what I mean.
I feel like
They don't-
I feel like I feel like he was like dealing with some kind of memory loss, or
Sure.
that's really what it looked like. He was just like
Yeah.
sitting there like this. He was like,
Yeah. Or he was replaced.
What do you mean on the moon?
Sorry, all the conspiracies come out. So this weekend I have a
What, replaced like Joe Biden?
oof,
Not the real,
oof.
it's not the real Joe Biden.
This weekend
He
I have
died.
I have a conspiracy theory night with my friends. We're doing like a conspiracy theory
Yeah.
presentation night.
Sounds so fun.
It's so fun because we're dumb. And I think if you invite smart people to it, it's not going to be fun. But like, so I've
Yeah.
been researching tons of conspiracy theories. And my conspiracy theory presentation is on the SpongeBob SquarePants conspiracy theory.
Okay, I don't know.
You
I
don't know
haven't
about
even heard-
this?
SpongeBob
Oh my
SquarePants.
gosh. All right. So this is big, but I'll just, you know what? I want people to look it up. So I'm just going to say what will make you
Big
want
old
to look
burp.
it up. The SpongeBob SquarePants conspiracy theory is why JFK was assassinated.
What?
And that is all I will say.
You can't do that.
So do you have, so like when people say, they believe in the moon landing, I always ask like, do you genuinely think that the government is like 10 for 10 on the 3-point line? Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
all
no,
net.
no.
Like that's what I say. I'm like, so you're saying the entire thing was
No.
exactly what they,
It's mostly bricks.
yeah, that's what I mean. So like
Some air balls.
for me, like people, and I get like the political thing and all the like reasons why they did it, but I think it's naive to be like, yo, they're like 10 for 10 off the 3-point line.
You want to hear my
What?
favorite conspiracy
What's
theory?
your favorite conspiracy theory?
That
That women are funny?
that time travel is real,
Okay.
and there are people that have already done it,
Okay.
and The Simpsons are proof of that.
So time travel is real.
Yeah,
So
look into it.
is time travel, so like you've seen Back to the Future?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
Great movie.
the issues with time travel is like the rules that they present. And
Yeah.
have you heard about this where like
For sure.
if you go
Yeah.
back in time and talk to yourself, then it would change time and it's no longer linear. So that's why people have issues with like the time travel idea. So when you say time travel, do you believe that time stays linear if you go back in time and talk to your old self?
I don't think time is linear.
This is what it sounds like when two guys that know nothing about time talk about this. This is great.
Anyway, I mean, all you got to do is watch, look it up. Look up time travel Simpsons, and then you'll
Interesting.
see
So that's
probably
your
like
favorite
20 plus episodes of things literally that have happened, and it was a cartoon 10 years before it happened. And it's like, some of it's like, it looks exactly like how, like there's a shot of Trump coming down an escalator
Yeah.
and like waving. And it is like perfect. It's like they looked at him coming down an escalator and like animated it.
Huh.
It's wild.
Interesting. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons for a time because for anyone who grew in a good Christian household, it was a bad influence. Was there any shows?
I wasn't allowed to watch Simpsons. I watched it all as an adult.
I think that like
I like cartoons.
I think that like I want to get into this part of it. this part of our lives in general. Being a Christian now is an interesting thing. It's not, especially if you grew up as a Christian.
Yeah.
As a musician, liking comedy. Like, one of my favorite things to do is, I live in one of the best, like, the mecca of comedy to me. Like, I love Austin.
Yeah.
There's so much good, like, comedy.
And music's great here too.
The music is amazing.
Yeah.
So much stuff to do. And I think that what I've noticed is, as Christianity has become like more popular and like Christians do their own little activities, they don't go to things that are not Christian activities. And that's something I've noticed.
Yeah.
Christians kind of stick to their own. And like cultural Christianity here is different than it is back home. But like, I have friends that are Christians. They don't even go to the movies. Like, and that's here. Like, they kind of stick to their own. And I wanted to, I didn't grow up here. So for me, it's different seeing that. What do you see that, like, kind of,
honestly,
is it weird? Like,
well, that'll always be a thing. I think what you're observing is actually what I've seen is exactly the opposite of actually Christians, more so being like, oh, I'm going to listen to more secular music, or I'm going to go see these rated R movies. I'm more getting ingrained into the culture.
and you're saying that in a negative fashion.
I say a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think if you allow yourself to be negatively influenced as a Christian, then sure. But I think if you're going out there and just being, I think it's better to be there and have an influence than be absent.
Sure. The reason why I bring it up is because, to me, and we were talking about just Christian music in general, to me, especially because I didn't know anything about the Christian music industry until I moved here.
It's
right?
always been weird.
So that's, yeah. So like,
it hasn't changed and it still is weird.
Okay. So why is it weird? And why does it all kind of sound the same? Like, as someone who grew up here,
I think,
is that like,
I think it's,
my perspective is from an outsider in many ways.
So I think you have that perspective because it's kind of like the same kind of thing as if you are having an outside perspective on, just secular music in general. If you're catching like just the stuff that's hitting the top charts, it's all these pop songs and they all sound the same.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing with Christian music. Like, you have to really kind of dig deep, and you have to dig deeper.
Yeah.
Because of how it's kind of like its own isolated genre.
Yeah.
And a lot of Christians don't know how to make something truly inspirational and meaningful and honest. They are contriving an idea of something, and it's not truly theirs. Yeah. And so that comes across in the music.
What would you say to this? Like, my brother, he's pretty cultured in general. He's traveled a lot, listens to a lot of music. He doesn't share the same belief system I do, right? He's not a Christian, I would say, but he's very honest. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't lie to you ever. It's something I admire a lot about him. Yeah. He won't lie.
It is admirable.
And I think, and he's told me something. I can't say the same thing
about myself.
He told me something. He told me the reason I don't listen to Christian music is not because of the content. That's not what bothers him. He says it's boring. And I think it's an interesting thing to hear, because the content itself doesn't bother him. He's like, people sing about their lives and they should, but it's not the content. It's because it's boring. Mm. So like, what is that? What do you think? Like, what's happening there?
I mean,
because you grew up here, so you have a perspective that we just don't.
I think it echoes again what I was saying about being unauthentic. Okay. Just going with, I know I can, sell this idea. It has been it's an echo chamber that is like, oh, these are the words that I can say in sequence that will sell some albums.
Sure.
Or I heard that once, and I relate to that thought, and I'm just going to say it again in this next song. Now,
how many songs
there are
called Hallelujah something,
Yeah, right.
Lion something, as a band who's called LIONFACE? This is ironic. But like, I see what you mean.
So, I mean, you go back to when I was really into Christian music a lot.
Yeah.
And there was some really good Christian music out there, to the point that you wouldn't even realize that they were Christian.
Yeah.
Blindside,
Okay.
when Chevelle first came out,
Yeah.
they were claiming
Yeah.
to be, even though they weren't in the Christian genre.
Yeah.
I
I remember POD was banned from Christian music stores.
Yeah,
I remember reading that.
wild.
Yeah.
I mean, they still are creating quote unquote Christian music.
But they wouldn't be, I wouldn't say that they're like, you're not going to see them at the Dove Awards, which is like,
No.
that's like the Christian Grammys, which is
No, but that's the thing is it's like, you're not going to see, we'll probably never see The Warning at lots of secular award shows. Like it's just, I think they are reflections of each other.
Sure.
Christian genre is just smaller, and it's easy to get cheesy.
Yeah.
It's so easy to make something that's contrived.
Yeah. And so as someone, like, again, you have a lot of experience. If you were to meet like a brand new Christian artist, like someone who's like, hey, I want to make Christian music.
Yeah.
I want to.
I'd say be careful.
Yeah, there we go. But like
in so many ways.
Aside from like, maintain your belief system, stay close to God, out of the essentials, whatever. From a creative standpoint, what would you tell them about the music side? Like how to not sound, and this isn't a jab at but like the Maverick City music and Brandon Lake, they all, it all kind of meshes together.
Yeah.
And like, what would you tell them? Like from a creative standpoint, as an artist, just like, what would you say? What would make you, what's good advice?
I mean, two things mostly. Stay honest.
Yeah.
About what you want to write, within the framework of, your beliefs.
Yeah.
And I mean, that reflects also in, your sound.
Yeah.
Don't let just because you want to fit into that genre doesn't mean you have to sound like everyone else in that genre.
Yeah. There's a safety
break
there.
the mold.
Yeah, there's a safety there, I think, because like if you sound a certain way, you're going to be played, and you're going to be booked for Christian conferences and the youth camps. And all that.
I mean, otherwise, to me, if you're not going to make something that you love, why are you doing it? Yeah. I find that cheap. I find it, you're going to write a song just because you have this skill and you want to make money. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of music nowadays.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it to stay poor and have music that means something.
Yeah. And I think on that too, I have a lot of it's hard because as an artist, you want to be known. You want to make money with what you do. Once you start making that money and you're very well known, your art is going to change. Like that's one of the things, like a starving artist, the suffering and kind of like the tension that comes from that, it makes you write. Like you have no option. You write really just honest. Right. You're in it. Once you're known, that kind of goes away a little bit, and sustaining that is hard.
Yeah, because you get comfortable.
Yeah, because you got to where you wanted to be.
And I was going to make this comparison as well. Just like a artist that has done it and achieved it gets comfortable.
Yeah,
I think back to the Christian market.
Yeah,
because we are so comfortable as a nation.
Yeah,
Christians have gotten extremely comfortable, and so that's why the music isn't authentic. That's why the music isn't as honest as it probably should be.
Yes, I agree. I think it's also I grew up in ministry. My parents were, missionaries. And so like, I've probably gone to church more than I should. Like, I was just there a lot.
Interesting phrase.
You're there a lot. You see a lot, you learn a lot. None of this has negatively influenced my view on my personal relationship with God. And that's just my journey. I love God. And like, to me, the Bible is the most important document that we have historically. And yes, there's so much within the Bible that are like, narrative issues, author issues, translation issues, but it all leads to one concise message that talks about a God who's placed us here to show the world who he is based on how we love each other.
Right.
And so like, I grew up seeing a lot of that.
Which is hard to do.
Yeah.
And Christians fail at it all the time.
I will say like one of the things that I don't want to say critique, but it is like it irks me with the Christian culture of music is that they're so scared to talk about. It all has to be about church joy, the Christianese language, and there's the topics that they choose for songs. It just doesn't resonate. And my opinion, this subjective opinion, I could be wrong, but I think that the industry itself with Christian music is going to die if we don't actually start talking about more things that, I mean, how is it that I'll listen to songs, from, artists that are just being honest and they don't have a religious agenda.
Right.
They'll talk about issues like mental health, things like that in their songs that are super dark. And they address it better than Christians. Yeah. And given they don't know what to point to because there's no solution to them, but they're at least addressing it in an honest way. And I think that's something that we're failing at.
Well, completely. A big part is that they've truly been there. So it's something that they can attest to. It's something that they can speak to. And I think that is one of the biggest problems is a lot of Christian artists are afraid to address the demon in the room.
Yeah.
You
can't even say demon.
The thing that is their issue, the thing that is their problem that they need to address. They're ignoring it because they want to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Because if you, in a lot of the Christian market, if you're really in it, if you don't look a certain way, you are blacklisted.
Yeah.
Which is so toxic.
Yeah.
So I think it's also the few that you do see in the Christian market that are honest and address those things.
Yeah.
I think NF was a great example.
Yeah.
I mean, he is obviously very broken man who's done and he addresses all of those things.
He's pretty open about all his issues.
And I think he's gotten a lot of flack and
sure. The church kind of rejected NF, and I think that's an interesting thing because like the comments that I see with it is
he had
like
swears in his songs, and so the church was like, "Oh, I can't play this at youth group anymore."
Yeah, and I think that's kind of part of the problem because like anyone who's been in ministry, everyone in ministry swears.
Yeah,
that's just part of the culture. I hear it, and I think that there is something about having a platform and presenting yourself in a certain way that doesn't glorify God, right? So that's like the issue that they have, right? Yeah. But what it comes across as to non-believers, and I have, this is what I hear from my non-believing friends. Non-believing, I mean people that aren't religious.
Right.
They don't adhere to like Christianity or anything.
Right.
Is that they see this.
I'll interrupt that. Even if you think you don't believe something, you believe something. That's what we are.
They may not adhere, but they adhere.
There's always something we can't not believe something.
Yeah, we're
anyway. That's a whole nother.
We're biologically inclined monkeys to search idols. We worship something, and it is what it is, and it's fine. You just got to be cool with it. Yeah. What was I saying?
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're fine. So they what they see is a separation.
Sure.
So like they say, hey, you guys rejected this guy. Like he's not like on your team anymore. And so what the world sees is like the church saying, wow, he used to be one of ours, but he doesn't follow the rules anymore. So now he's no longer one of ours. So the problem with that is like, I understand church structure, leadership. Like I've been in ministries. I understand like the conditions to lead and all that. But the way it's handled, there's such separation. Like Paul talks about that so much, about separation.
Well, I think the issue is there's an oversensitivity.
Yeah.
For the sake of protection, and I get that, but instead of in those moments where you're like, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah.
How about reach out and
pull them in,
or at least try.
Yeah. And see what they do. At least offer.
But instead of immediately like, oh wow, you done. We're done with you.
I'll use that to kind of
it's wrong.
To tell a story of I was serving at a certain church in the area, and I'm not going to say names, obviously, because I do love the church.
Yep.
It does so much good, and if there's a book called Dominion, and it shows historically every good thing that the church has done for the world, and it is good. Within this institution, there's a lot of issues. There's a lot of brokenness. So I just want to
there's plenty of bad things that the church has done for the world too.
And
but I think overall, yes.
Yes, there's a good thing that they do in the grand narrative. I was serving at this a local church in the area, and I was dressed, like a musician. I played guitar for the worship team, and I showed up, and after the rehearsal, they pulled me off stage and sent me to the gift shop to get a shirt to wear, because I wasn't dressed in a way that was like appropriate for it.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing, you know what I wear. I wear dress pants, boots.
Yeah.
I was wearing like a linen shirt.
Could you see through it?
No, it was black.
Okay.
It was wearing like a linen shirt, and it was like the kind that gets pulled up like this. So like that. So not a tank top, right? Not a string tank top. It was like, the linen shirts that kind of go up to here.
Yeah.
So it was a linen shirt, and I remember
it was a button up.
No, but it was like just like kind of like flowy, oversized kind of linen, and it's like kind of artsy, So I get it.
That's weird. No,
I get it.
You get it. That's,
it was all silly. Black. I was dressed in all black too. But anyways, this happened, right? So this happened, and like my response. So when he came to me and he said, "Hey," he opened with saying, "I don't mean to be overly religious, but."
Then don't say what you're about to say.
And I knew it was coming because I've been in ministry for a minute. So I knew exactly what was coming. I knew it was something to do with like my shoes or something, because I was also wearing like these black like boots, and they're kind of loud. So I was like, maybe I was moving and I was like loud, So I was like, maybe I was like, maybe I don't, so I get that. And so I was thinking, and then he said that. My immediate response to him when he said that, when he was like, I'm not trying to be religious, but go get a shirt at the gift shop. And I was like,
did you have to pay for it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'd be like, sweet, free shirt, thank you.
Yeah. Well, my response to it was just silence. I was like, yep.
I would have been the same way.
You're the pastor.
I would have walked.
Right? Just walked. I didn't say anything.
I'd be pissed though.
And yeah,
That's ridiculous.
What I felt, I just didn't, it would be selfish to, derail the entire worship night.
Yeah.
Right? That would be selfish. So kind of went through, did that. But afterwards I was thinking about it, and I was discussing with someone like my mentors and like just people that have a lot more experience, and they posed the question, what if it had been someone who is a newer person on the worship team? Like, I've done this for a while. I understand ministry.
Oh, they would have
I understand
walked out and been like, oh, I'm never going to be a part of church ever again in my entire life. And screw Christianity. And yeah. And we see that all the time. It's happened so much of people that have been hurt and rejected by the church because of being religious. Yeah. And having these set of rules that you have to live by. Yeah. Otherwise you can't participate.
And so, as we wrap up this last thought, I kind of want to end it. I wanted to end it on more of a serious note. And we were silly.
We definitely did.
A lot of things that we said, like we're being silly. We're being ourselves. We're trying to share the things that we've gone through, what we know, what we don't know. And we want you to come along this journey, guys. We're dropping an album soon. We're going to be playing a few dates, South by coming up, and we'll be dropping all the information on our socials. Follow us. But I wanted to wrap it up with that story, not in a negative sense, but in a sense that the world, you know, if you look at our Instagram bio right now, it says it's you against the world. Even as believers, as Christians, whatever you believe in, at the end of the day, you lay alone in bed at night, and it does feel like you're against the world sometimes. It just does. The weight of the world, the weight of existence.
Yeah.
And we just want to always end these sessions with saying that you're not alone. You're loved. There's community. There's people like you. And there's nothing that you could do or say that would scare away the love of God or your friends.
Yeah.
So the honesty that can come from where you're at, where you're going, lean into that, because there's just too much nonsense, as you heard from our stories. Yeah. A lot of nonsense.
And if you ever want to talk about any of this stuff with us, reach out. We have an Instagram.
Yeah, you can reach out to us, and I'll have my assistant ignore it.
Yeah. Especially if you disagree with us.
No, please. We're going to be doing a lot more of these. We're going to have some guests come on. It's going to be super fun. And
get my brother on.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
We'll expand more on this, but I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. My name is Nate, and
I'm Micah,
and we're glad that you guys tune in for this one. Stay tuned for more of these. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Together we are LIONFACE, and this was Face the Lion.
I know. Let's end it with one point. Give me one phrase of wisdom that people can apply to anything in their life. Go.
Be the you that you were meant to be when you were the thing that you were.
Goggins.